Let's turn back now, talk about the Chicago Bears, who have said Arlington Heights is no longer their singular focus in their quest to build a new stadium. But tonight we're learning more about the reason why.
NBC5 Investigates has documents about how the team is making this decision, and Bennett Haberly has more.
The Chicago Bears have said, don't let your eyes fool you. Don't mistake the demolition at the former Arlington Park site with a commitment that the NFL team is going to build a stadium here. At least not yet.
It's not saber-rattling by the Bears. What occurred was a changed condition. The tax assessor quintupled the property tax to double-digit millions from where it was with when it was owned by Churchill Downs. And that's with a piece of land that has no operating activity on it.
Sports consultant Mark Gannis says the Bears' search for new suitors and new potential sites for a stadium is derived directly from a property tax battle in Arlington Heights.
When you're talking about investing $3 billion in a single building privately, and you don't have an expectation of what your property taxes are going to be, you don't have certainty, that's a really difficult pill to swallow.
Earlier this month, the site's former owner, Churchill Downs, still on the hook for last year's tax bill, reached a settlement with area school districts to pay taxes on the property now valued at $95 million. When the land's value was reassessed, the school districts said intervened, arguing they have an interest because they rely so heavily on that tax money. But even before that settlement was reached, Bears president and CEO Kevin Warren sent this letter, calling the $95 million figure a non-starter. Warren countered with a $52 million value for the land, alluding to the team's fears that the tax bill would only increase as they build. Because we do not have property tax fairness, Warren wrote, we will not be moving forward with plans to develop the property at this time. The school districts wrote back, saying given the substantial gulf that exists between their positions, they don't see the need to make a counteroffer. Now, that was more than a month ago. And since that time, both the school districts and the Bears say they have not engaged in any formal talks. The Bears have been talking to other parties. Naperville, Waukegan, the city of Chicago, and even this stretch of property near the South Loop, known as the 78, have all expressed some interest in the Bears. A statement from that developer read in part, quote, the 78 is a unique 62-acre parcel of land in the heart of Chicago, with the potential for an unprecedented level of development. It went on to say, while we are open to discussions around an iconic stadium and entertainment district, we remain focused on the first phase of the development plan, the Chicago Innovation District.
The owner of Related is Steve Ross, who owns the Miami Dolphins football team. So it's not like, George McCaskey has to go too far to talk to that company. But that all depends on whether it's something the mayor wants. If Mayor Johnson wants to explore this, I think the door has been opened for him. He may choose not to.
The story of where the Bears will end up is still being written. And who ends up being the other main character will largely depend, Gannis says, on what assurances the Bears can get on a tax bill. Bennett Haberly, NBC5 Investigates.